Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on this channel. I kind of reset most of my videos because I didn't think they were just taken seriously enough. They were just kind of messing around, and I wanted to actually do something cool on this channel. And so I decided that I'm going to be reviewing manga and whatever else kind of comes my way, whether it being like a movie or show or really anything. But mainly, I'm going to go through my collection, and I'm just kind of like a smaller collector. I collect the series that I really like, and today we're going to be reviewing Solo Leveling, and yeah, so let's start the review. Alright, so this is Solo Leveling 1, and this is a manhwa, which means it's basically based off of a manga from Japan, except it's not because it has color and it is made in Korea, which I think I'm getting that right. But basically, it's colored and it doesn't read from right to left, it reads from left to right. And yeah, so here's the first cover. I'm just going to try to show them all off, kind of. As you can see, no regular studio there. And then here we go, the kind of title side. The spine of it's kind of neat. And then if you flip it over, there's like a brief interview, and you know, it's just kind of like these giant things in the back. And so that's book 1, and then we have book 2. And so book 2 has quite the different whatever it's called. Why am I forgetting it? I am sick, so forgive me. But I am. So we have Solo Leveling 2 as kind of the same stuff. And you'll notice that they all kind of are the same, which is normal. But there you go, Yen Press there. And something interesting is between a couple volumes and Yen Press, I don't know if they changed their logo or they switched to a different company, Solo Leveling altogether, but they have like a different company working on it after book 1. And then here you have some of the demons that he fights in the book. And then from there, we move on to book 3. And this is book 3 with Jinwoo Sung again on the main cover, of course. He is the main focus of the story, main character. Here's book 3. Nice spine. Here's the back. It's just kind of some dark nights. And my friend just texted me while I'm trying to do this. And so here's that. I don't know if you wanted to see the sides. It's not very cool or anything like that, but I thought I might as well show it off since it is a review of the overall book. And speaking on the quality, actually, while we're at 3, I'm gonna say that first off, some pages are darker, but that's a feature. They're pretty good quality. They're kind of like the classic comic page quality, like the full in color ones that you'd find in like DC or Marvel or whatever. And so yeah, if you're just wondering, and the texture's decent. But yeah, from there we move on to book 4, and here is volume 4, and it kind of has like the same type of thing along the entire franchise. And I guess we can see the back first. It's kind of some, I think it's Jinwoo, I don't know. But basically, here is 4, and it's a bit brighter than the other ones, but yep, still Yen Press. And then we move on to 5, and here is 5 with Jinho, I think it is. Can't exactly remember, but Solo Leveling 5, and kind of the same Yen Press. This is very important. The next volume 6 does not have that, and I will show that off too. Here's some monsters that I believe Jinwoo can summon at this point. And oh yeah, I'm sorry, I probably should have said there's gonna be spoilers because it's a review. But yeah, and so there is 5, and here is 6, and this is the first one that's not one of the main like characters. It's more like a big villain in this book and the next book, I think. So 6, solo leveling, you got him on the side. And as you can see, they changed it here. IZE. I don't, and it still said press, so maybe it's the same. I'm not really like a perfection person. I don't really know, but then we have the back, and it's like a giant larva egg. So yeah. And then we got 7. And here's solo leveling number 7 with Jinwoo looking powerful. And you can see adapted by H-Kun. So yeah, they started changing some different stuff. Same with the back and whatnot. And then another one of the main villains in the series on the back. And then we move on to book 8. And here is book 8, which is the newest release. And then same kind of stuff. Jinwoo's overpowered on the front. Got the... Oh my goodness, it's not zooming in. Well. And then there is the back of that one. Just kind of him in the middle of some monsters. And with that, I must talk about the series itself. So the writer of the series, if I am correct, has passed away, and so he's not exactly writing the thing. But originally, this manhwa was based off of a book, and then it got like I believe a novel, or it started as a webtoon. Yeah, that's right. And then eventually he made it into this, and now they're making a show for it. And yeah, technically this should be going still, but I believe they stopped at 8 because of his death. And so there you go. There's the information for the series. And so there's only 8 books. And now I'll kind of just show them off side by side so you can get like a feel of them. And also, if I didn't mention, they're actually pretty heavy. But here is the overall view of them, all 8. And I'll show you the backs too. And just for extra information, here are all the backs. So yeah. And now here they all are on their sides, all back to back. And as I was explaining earlier, I might just be picky, but I don't really like how like dark, and then just in the middle, like gold and white, which might be a minor complaint, but there you have it. And that's kind of my review for Solo Leveling. And the story, because I did want to talk about the story, it's basically some kid. He goes into dungeons, defeats monsters, and levels up, and it becomes like a real life video game for him, and he basically just keeps leveling up until he's like extremely powerful and can defeat all these beasts, and people are trying to figure out how. And so yeah, and with that concludes my review of Solo Leveling. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. See you all later.